Hey guys, it's Spitfire again today. Today I'm going to show you guys something a little different than what I normally do. I know there's a million videos out there about this, but I'm going to show you how I built myself a couple of softbox lights so I can light my face up a little better, light my work up a little better. And I thought about buying them. You can get them off eBay for, $50 for a cheap set, or, on up to the sky's the limit, who knows. But I figured, screw that. I don't want to spend that much money, and there's got to be an easy way to do this where anybody can go up to the hardware store and get some crap and find it and do it. So here's my solution to a cheap softbox. First item on the list is this is a flower pot. I think this is a 12-inch, just a plastic pot, and it cost me on sale it was like $2.50, so that's awesome. So there's key component number one. Key component number two, a utility light. And being that I'm down in my basement here, you probably can't see, but I got exposed floor joists in my basement, so I got one of these nifty little clips that will clip right on to my joist instead of the cheap little flimsy ones. These got quite a bit of pressure behind them, and this one's rated up to 300 watts. So that was $8 or $8.50. So up to about $11 now. What else did I get? Well, not much. That's pretty much the gist of your main thing here. And then what else you'll need? Hang tight. Wax paper. Plastic spray paint, duct tape, or whatever tape you want to use, and a drill. 1 3/8 drill bit. You can buy them for $4 or $5. They're not too expensive, and you're good to go. So let me show you how I did this. Alrighty, don't mind my mess. So here's our bucket. Flip it over. Grab our drill bit, find the center, somewhere in the center, drill a hole, and see, that went pretty quick. I just buzzed right through there. But and if it breaks a little, that's okay. Like I said, for this particular style lamp, a 1 3/8 full will work the best, and I couldn't find a 1 3/8, and I didn't want to spend the big money on a larger one. So then I just come in here with the utility knife and cut about an extra 1/8 of an inch. And I'll show you, it's really super easy to cut this stuff just with the utility knife. And if you want to get really super technical about it, you can get, make an outline before you start cutting it. But this doesn't have to be El Perfecto by any means. But you don't want it to be too loose either, so. And we try to get it circular in nature. That's close enough. Alright. So then what you're going to want to do, get your spray paint and spray the entire inside of this can, because you want it to be white. And I'm going to skip that step because you guys know how to spray paint. It's not that difficult. So paint it. You don't need to worry about the outside. No big deal. Let it dry. And then here's our light. So these flanges just screw right off. Counterclockwise, righty tighty, lefty loosey. And let me think for a second here, We'll just pop that guy in the back here. And then screw our housing back on. And if you've done your job, when it's hanging there, see, I'm just holding it by the wobbles a little bit, but if you get a 1 3/8 full, it'll be fine. And I'm tightening it down here all the way up. So there we go. So there we go. It's pretty tight in there. good to go. So then, let's grab a bulb. Alright, for bulbs you got two options here. The best light that I've read about is the 500K and above. CFLs work pretty good. You can do LEDs too if you want to spend the money. But you can buy these at most home improvement stores. It's a light bulb splitter. So if you want, I got 100 watt CFLs here at the daylight color, so it's, I think they're 6500K. And depending on how much light you want, you can just put one in, or you can split it up and put two of these guys in. So if you want 200 watts, put this guy in, you got two bulbs in there. Or I'm just going to do 100 watt on this one, because this one's going to be my backup light, or my secondary lighting. So let's plug her in. As you can see, this doesn't take very long. It took me all of, what, not even 4 or 5 minutes, not including the time you went to the home improvement store, which you probably had to go there for something anyways. So let's plug her in. Yeah, we already got light. So there's our light, and it'll, of course it's a CFL, so it'll brighten up here in a minute. And then last step, okay, we got our housing, we got our clamp, we got our light, we got it painted in here. Now what we're going to do is take some wax paper for a diffuser, and for all y'all out there giving me crap about this, this is the absolute cheapest way I could figure to do this. So I know a lot of people out there don't have, you know, several $100s to spend on lighting and cameras and all that other crap. So here's a fairly simple way to get this all done, and it actually has worked out really well for me so far. So, and great thing about this is if I ever want to take my lights off and use them for something else, I can. So there we go. I just taped, you know, you can take a little more time and tape that up a little more, but so there we go. Wow. There's a cheap, soft light box. And if you're not using your basement, you can see it shines up pretty good, lights up the floor there. You can clamp this to whatever. You can get some, you can clamp it to a cabinet, you can clamp it to, you know, I don't know, your entertainment center or whatever the hell, you know, whatever you're filming around, you can usually find something to clamp this to. If not, you can make a cheap little stand out of 2x4s, screw some 2x4s together and run a 2x4 up 7 feet, and there you got a stand. So there we go. Cheap, inexpensive, quick and easy light box. So if you guys like this, found it interesting, found it useful, maybe you think somebody else might find it useful, send it along, share it, like it, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, see you guys later. Thanks.